Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca Adams. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Plant those seeds and be devoted to whatever it is you're doing in life, in business, in work, relationships, all of it. Okay, so stay with me on this one. Imagine you are a farmer and you have a field of crops and you are feeding them, you are watering them, you are nurturing them, you are looking after them, and they are growing immensely. They're amazing, incredible. And then you look over and you see another field and you start doing something over there, but you then start neglecting this first field. Okay, so they may be getting, the fresh air and the sunlight and everything and a bit of water when it rains or whatever if it rains, but you have started neglecting this field. And the message I want to share with you today is that the grass isn't greener over there, the grass is green where you water it. So if you've got a project, if you've got a business, if you've got a job that you really, really love, if you're in a relationship, you have to be devoted to it. You have to love it. You've got to nurture it. You've got to look after it. You've got to show up, take action. You've got to be committed and you have to pour everything into it. Otherwise, there's no point. And I always say, 100% or nothing at all, go in 100%. But once you start planting those seeds, guess what? They're in the dark and you can't see the roots or anything else. You can't see anything, but you have the faith in what you're doing, the actions you're taking in order for that crop to grow. So when it does start to grow and peek through the soil, okay, because it's growing in darkness, it peeks through the soil, you start getting excited as soon as you see a little bit of green or whatever popping through. It's absolutely incredible, and that motivates you, gets you more confident. You're going, yes, it's working, let's go. And sometimes you can't see the actions and what you're doing is actually making any results, if you get me. So you might not get a client, you might have a quiet day or a quiet week, and you're like, oh, this isn't working. The thing is, you have to keep going always. You've got to keep nurturing, you've got to keep showing up, you've got to be consistent, you've got to build momentum, you've got to be committed, and you have to do it in order to get the goals, dreams, desires, whatever it is that you want, okay? So my message for you today on this podcast is once you plant those seeds, okay, and yes, I'm going to give you an action step to do. Obviously, it's me. So plant those seeds in whatever it is, but you've got to pour love into it. You've got to pour joy. You've got to take action. You've got to be devoted and committed, and it will pay off. Okay, it will pay off, even though it looks as though it might not going to happen and you haven't got that client or whatever. It's all about knowing and believing, and as my friend Fiona says in Ireland, having the blind faith in knowing that it is working. So one thing that I would love you to do, okay, is go to your local store, go and get some seeds, pick whatever seeds that you want, get some pots and a little bit of compost, and start looking after either a little plant, a flower, grow some fruit, grow some vegetables, whatever it is for you, okay, and actually start nurturing it and looking after it. And then when you start seeing it pop up through the soil, let me know your thoughts, let me know how you feel, because I know, okay, I grow my own vegetables and things, and last year I started quite late. So I've got a polytunnel and I started quite late and everything else. This year I'm going to be on the ball, you know what I mean, getting ready, polytunnels going up, everything like that, okay? Because the winter and the storms that we've had in England are kind of quite out there, so I had to kind of put it away a little bit, put it in the shed and stuff. But anyway, so planting the seeds, and I know that I get excited because I'm like, it's working. And guess what, guys? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning on the job. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like being a parent when you have your first child. You're learning on the job. You're learning that, when to change nappy or what things, you know what I mean? Or diaper if you're in America. But you're learning what type of cry it is, whether they're in pain or whether they're hungry or whatever, you know what I mean? So you're learning on the job. But a prime example and a lovely exercise for you to do is actually to grow something. Actually plant some seeds and see them grow. And you don't have to do the thing that we all used to do in school and grow cress and things like that. Grow something that you are going to love, like radish or tomatoes, potatoes, carrots. Do something for yourself that you are going to eat. So you see it growing, all of this stuff, and then you actually have the result at the end that you can actually, have and eat. And it will really, really empower you. It will inspire you, and it will physically show you how things work. And then that will also keep you motivated to really, really push forward in your business, push forward in the job, the relationships, or anything else that you really want to focus on. So have fun, enjoy, let me know your feedback, let me know how you get on, and I'm wishing you the best.